Hello everyone, my name is Amos Nimas, and for some reason I have a lot of new subscribers recently, and for that, because of that, I want to share some code with you. I'm working on some project these days, and they're really cool. Like one of them, I'm writing like if I go into my HTML folder, I had like this social media site I was working on. I'm not sure which of these index it is, but let's just try index.php. No, it's if I want to open it, it's loco index.php. That should work. It should work. Sorry if I'm too quiet. If maybe the sound isn't good enough. So yeah, this seems to yeah okay. That's PicPic.cloud. That was like my previous attempt at the social media platform. And if I go into, for example, cd file slash site, and I have like again PicPic.cloud. Pixby was another project that I had. I wanted to recreate like our place on Reddit, but as a separate website. There's also like I think the $1 million website which did a similar thing, but it was a complex project, so yeah, it ain't working. But yeah, other than that, I have like the mk web.ca cdmk web. There you go. And if I use Fox to open in Firefox the test.html, is that the one? Um, yeah, that's the one. Look, that's cool. That's very cool. Like you can add image, links, text, and everything in between. Like you don't have to include all of it. You can just add an image if you want, or just a link, or let's say text and image. I don't care. And you can also like there's a theme section, and you can go dark mode, and from there you can like change the color. So that's very cool. That is a very very amazing. I worked a lot on that, and like you have your post right here. You can report a post, which I think the report button is first of all too big, and I would rather have it on the right side instead of the left side. But and also when you over it kind of become transparent, which I don't like. But with the theming I had in CSS, unless I create like a separate theming for this button in particular, like it's what you get. But yeah, I really like the concept for that site, and it's gonna be online eventually. But I don't have that much time to work on it right now. I have like all these projects, and this is why like I have so many projects. This is why I'm making a project manager, and that's like my current big project. So if I go into code, Python, and I go into task manager, which is probably gonna be renamed Taskmaster because uh, yeah, that's a character in Marvel comics, and I find it funny that it would be called Taskmaster. Yeah. So Jumpman is the current name of the program, and it's in Bash and permission denied. No, it's in Python. Sorry, I forgot. The first iteration was in Bash. That's why I thought it was still in Bash. But Python, it's just simpler to write code in Python, so that's why I choose Python. And that's probably the project I'm gonna like. Today I'm giving you away one of my project. I'm gonna put the code online, and I'm probably gonna put the link in the description below. There might be a delay for before I put the code online. I don't know if I will do it in this video specifically, but yeah. I'm gonna give away one of my project. You're gonna have access to the open source code of it, and you're gonna be able to do whatever you want with it, because that's my way to thank all my new subscriber, all the subscribers that are still there, those that followed the channel from its inception. Thank you. And so yeah, that's the sorry, I I got a cough right now, but yeah. This is the job manager, basically. I call them job, but those are more like projects or tasks, whatever. I could have called them whatever. So you can view the current job that exists. So you have like job 1, job 2, job 3, but I could have called them whatever I wanted, and if I select one of them, I see the information of it. I see the job ID. Whoop. I see the job name, description, priority, and status if it's in progress or not. The priority, I'm probably gonna display it with like stars, emoji eventually, and all of the GUI that you see might be redone using the there's a library that you can use in Bash, which is called Dialog, and there's equivalent library in the Python language that allows you to create simple cursed, not cursed, but curses menu in the CLI interface. So basic way to interact with software. I don't know if I have an example of that I could show you, but um, I'm sure that Python has an equivalent to that, so I would have better interface even if it's in the terminal. Once in the past for a project called like CDP, which was the Change Directory Plus, I made my own like uh, primitive menu UI using end curses in the terminal. And later on, I like found a way, and I think it's in Python to like get input for the terminal, which was also very cool. And I think you can find this method in my. Um, I had like a trading card game that I started but never completed. It's on my GitHub page that I'm not using anymore. But who knows, that project I'm gonna put it online. Like not that project specifically, but the project that I'm gonna give away in this video. I'm gonna put it online, and probably I'm gonna use like GitHub or GitLab or I don't know which similar system of Git repository. But my previous experience with making like Git pages and stuff like that is that unless you got like a way to promote your project, not many people are gonna discover it, and by default they're not gonna work on the project further. So you're gonna work alone on your project, and people just are going to have access to the code, and maybe they're gonna make different version of it, but most of all I didn't get a lot of commit to my project. So that was my experience, and overall I just realized that it wasn't worth it. And like GitHub and all these are like owned by like mainly GitHub is owned by Microsoft in large part nowadays. So you're basically working for free, giving them code that then they can use in their prior proprietary software. So why would you do that? You don't have a reason. You're basically working for free for Microsoft, and that's really not something I like. Um, so that's why I quit posting project on Git and all that. That's why I'm starting to learn C++ because I like the fact that I can compile my project so that the code isn't as easily accessible. Because yeah, basically I don't want people to just steal my code. It's simple like that. I talk about that in the previous video, and many of you might think it's like condescending or whatever, but um, or you might think that it's selfish to want to protect your code, but when you think about it, actually, it makes a lot of sense. Like you build those tools, like you build the hammer. You want to be able to use it, and you don't want like to give it away to everyone. So that yeah, if you want to sell hammer, it's probably a better idea to sell it than just give it away. And I understand that it can be a marketing strategy to have a project be free, like it was a marketing strategy for WhatsApp, but yeah, it has to be planned from the start, and it has to be compatible with the kind of project you're doing and all that. So yeah, so yeah, I have like a small flu right now, so the voice might be, I don't know. I might talk from the nose a little bit, but yeah. So you can add job. Yeah, enter job ID. I don't like that part. Okay, that's something that I need to change. No problem. I can like remove job, edit job. Let's go with edit job. Job. That's the last thing I added. Let's select job one, and let's try to edit the description. And the current job description is one. Let's change that to job description. Job has been edited, and if I view job and I view job one, you can see it has like job description as a new description, and it has like a sub job, which is something I'm very proud of. Each job can have sub jobs, so if I select the sub job and I select the first one, which is job 4, I can see like job 4. This is the fourth job as a description, and it has two sub jobs. So every job can have sub job. Every task can have sub task. So it's recursive. in some ways. It's like Inception, you know, it never ends. You can always create a sub job for a job. So add sub job. You see, I have the option to try to add another one, and let's try that. I'm not sure if this will work because, like I said, I'm still working on this project. Uh, yeah, it doesn't seem to be doing anything when I do that, and yeah, I'm just gonna show you the code. I don't know if it's the project I'm gonna release online, but I don't care about showing you the code. Like I say, I'm just not gonna like it doesn't mean this is the project I'm gonna put the code online, but I don't mind you seeing it if you just want to retype it yourself. Like at least work for what you get, you know. But no, I'm gonna give like the project that I'm gonna give away. I'm still not sure which is gonna be. Like if I go into my bin cd.my bin, I have like a small project that I don't really care about giving away. Like I got a lot of them. What about the calc? I got a lot of calc project. What is Cafe? What does Cafe does? I forgot what Cafe does. Cafe permission denied. Oh, yeah, I know. Cafe like this. So this is my project, my program. It's a man page for the script. Yeah, Cafe convert all file extension convert a file to all supported format using pandoc or calibre. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this project online. I think that's just gonna be it. It has nice documentation, so people are gonna be happy with that. I'm probably just gonna have to write like a small man page for it, and it's gonna be online. I'm just gonna look if I can like GitHub connect to my old GitHub account. Yeah, I don't remember my password, so I would need to, you know, look through my stuff to find it. So yeah, I'm not gonna show you me uploading the project online in this video because yeah, like I say, I need to look for my password for my GitHub page, but it's probably just gonna be on GitHub. I don't care. I might remove some older project on GitHub which I think are useless now or pointless. Do some cleanup since I don't use it anymore. Um, I don't know, like if I go see Amos Nemos, just not that com. I don't want to see my blog right now. It's a nice blog. I suggest you go check it out if you got the time. But yeah, Amos Nemos, you got like the anonymous. At first, I appeared when you wrote my name correctly on Google. At first, I would appear like before the anonymous, but now for some reason the anonymous appear first. So you might not believe me, but yeah, my blog would appear first when I wrote my name correctly, but now there's all these news about anonymous instead. So yeah, I'm no longer first, and I'm hard to find actually. Like probably I need just to add to .com if I wanted to, you know, Anna. Oh yeah, no, that's just the Google translation correction, which like changed my name. Amos, or maybe I just made a typo. Amos Nimas. No, I haven't made a typo, and that's my name written correctly, and I don't see any of my page, which is dumb. Like if I go at least on DuckDuckGo, which is no much better than Google nowadays. Like it pretends to be like privacy focused and all that, but it isn't anymore. It's bad. But at least if I can see like Amos Nimos, no, and that's not even like my YouTube channel. Amos Nimos, he stole my name, man. You stole my name. Who's that? What's that? Amos Nimos. What's that? Huh. Anyway, that's interesting. I haven't Googled myself in a while, but yeah, that pissed me off. I used to like if you wrote like my name correctly, at least you would get like my GitHub page or something. Amos Nimas, there you go, Amos. And yeah, I have like 4 follower and I'm following 10 people, which are if I click on it like these people right here. You got like Luke Smith, Linus Torvalds, you know, people who do cool stuff that I enjoy. And yeah, I got some project with like 2 stars, 1 stars. Like the Learn Linux page apparently was useful to some people. It's pretty outdated. Like if I was to recreate it nowadays, I mean it has like some good basic on some stuff, but yeah, I would need to revise it. that might be a cool project for another video. If you want me to revise my Linux manual, which I already did. Like I got like two projects similar. You get like Xtaller, which is also a nice project, which gives you like my old config file, old configuration for Awesome. And back in the days where I used Awesome instead of BSPWM, I prefer BSPWM, honestly. It's just better. Yeah, you get like games, and you get like ASCII games, 2D games, 3D games. It's nice, you know. This project, I don't know if it got like stars. Yeah, it got 1 stars. So at least one people can recognize greatness when they see it, you know. Sublime, yeah, I used to use Sublime a lot. The free version. There's a way like to stop the update warning right here. Yeah, I used that because yeah, I didn't want to pay for it, and I preferred like the Sublime 3 was my favorite version of Sublime, not the most recent one. I don't like the most recent one just because of the theming of it. But do I have it installed? Like Sublime? I don't even think I have it installed. Yeah, I don't. I used to. It was my default text editor before I switched to Nano text editor. And maybe I'm gonna switch to Vim eventually. I don't know. That might be interesting. So yeah, you got like Megamon, which got 2 stars. It's crazy. I haven't done the art right here. It's an open source art from another project. Um, yeah, the game is like made in P5GS, and it works with like the P5GS terminal, or the the web browser console. And yeah, I had like a more complete version somewhere. I don't know if it's in if it's part of these links. Uh, I don't know which it is, but it's not the itch.io. Like if you click here, I think it's just gonna bring you to the. No, that might have been the more complete version. So yeah, that was a nice small project. I'm not gonna lie, this wasn't that big of a project to do. The TCG term, that would have been very cool if the project was uh, was complete. That's the final concept for it, and it's very cool. Like you get like player one, player two, you get your health, you get like your cards in your hand. Yeah, you don't see the card of your opponent, but you see your cards represented by color. But you have like the info of the card that you are selecting. You select it with the you get like this icon right here, which is like your cursor to select. It's a magnifier glass, so you use that icon to as your cursor. You have like your graveyards and your deck. It was cool, very cool project. So if any of you are interested in completing it for me, that would be nice. And it had like, it wasn't supposed to be just like Magic the Gathering emulator. It was supposed to be like just TCG in general. So because once you have the basic for like making a Magic the Gathering game in the terminal, even if it's not called Magic the Gathering and you don't have like one thing I think would have been great is that one one of the thing I don't like about Magic the Gathering nowadays is that you used to have these different element, I'm not sure, realms, uh, if you want, and each realms had their own like uh, each land had their own property. So if you had like a blue card, it usually had certain advantage and disadvantage compared to the other, and each had their own personality if you want. But nowadays, like they pretty much just spread the ability of each type of card amongst all the realms. So like the black cards, if you want, the dark cards, their property were often like you take something from the opponent and you add something to you, or you bring creature back from the dead. That was like their personality. But now you got like blue cards that do stuff like that. You got like white cards that do stuff like that. So um, I think that going back to having like a generator, so generating the card instead of having them pre-written, and the generator would use the characteristic of each realm to create the card, would guarantee like that you have a higher chance, for example, if it's a white card, that it has flying, for example, but you have a highest chance if it's a green card that it will have trample. And by doing this, you would go back to the root of what made Magic great. You go back to the previous concept of the game that I think have been change. But it isn't just meant to be like here I generated the Pokemons. I haven't hard coded every Megamon, if you prefer. I'm just gonna sing the song. Megamon, JavaScript monster within your browser. Megamon, generate artificial creature that make. Okay, no, that doesn't. With my current voice, sorry, it's just not working at all. Very sorry. Yeah, yeah. I'm sick. I got the flu, like I said. But yeah, TCG Terminal was supposed to allow you to play games like Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Force of Will, Vanguard, and pretty much any other TCG card game that you would know how to convert for the terminal. And I had like the MTG wiki as like a design document. So yeah, we just don't do copyrighted stuff, but other than that, we just take the concept, the general concept of it, and we recreate it in a single format like in the terminal, and you had like a way to edit your deck and stuff. It was a freaking great project, and yeah, help needed, but never received. Yeah, never got some push or commit request, one fork. I cannot see it since I'm not logged in, but yeah, that was nice. Learn Linux, Markdown table generator. Um, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna release the coffee project. That's the one I'm gonna give away for free. So I'm probably just gonna put a coffee thumbnail or something, and I'm gonna go back to working on this job manager, which is yeah, a project I'm working on, which is gonna be quite nice. It's gonna be able to save your task, and you're gonna be able to load them and access them. And like I said, I'm gonna redo the interface to make it more user friendly. And I tried at first to make it with HTML, but it didn't work out. So that's why I'm going back to Python. But eventually, I would like this task utility to work like from the web browser as a website, so that people can go and you know um, go on the website and create new task and manage their own project using this utility on the web browser and the web browser, whatever. But it's harder than it sounds. Making websites also it costs money, and I don't make any money from my YouTube video or my code or whatever right now. I got a job placing vegetables. I'm probably gonna quit because my current boss is condescending, and I'm probably just gonna get a job in a small like electronic shop. I don't know, something like that. So that's it for this video, folks. Yeah, I'm just gonna go sneeze, and you can like, subscribe, and thank you for still being here. If you're new to this channel, if you haven't subscribed, like, you can subscribe. I would appreciate that. Like, this motivate me to create more content like I just did and give away more stuff, because I'm very thankful for that. Like, if I could, you know, have a working YouTube channel with decent amount of views, and if I could probably start to get like sponsors and stuff, it would allow me to do more. But as of now, that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna put the coffee script online and hope you enjoy it. And if you want to see more project, tell me in the comment below. What do you think of the project I'm doing? Have you read my blog? What do you think of amosnemos.com? Do you disagree with some of my views and opinions? You have the right to do that. Communicate with me about that if you want. If you agree with me, you can also talk about it with me in the comment. It's true that YouTube comments are regulated a lot, so there's some topic that are hard to discuss on YouTube, or same with other big platform, and that's why I have my own blog. And if you want, I could make a video explaining to you how to create your own blog and how I make my article, and I could talk about that more in detail. Tell me in the comment below. Like, let's have a conversation. It's just, I don't just want to talk to the void. I would like some feedback. And yeah, that's the end of this video. And I'm just gonna end with a GIF, so why not? Because it's cool. Yeah, they're all square. So it's probably better if I launch it 4 times. And yeah, I like these GIFs. They're nice. GIF show and GIF show and GIF show, end GIF show. If I haven't made a typo, this should work, like in the previous video. I did that in the previous video, it's nothing new. Now I just move all of this into a different workspace. And it's not arranged like I would have wanted it to be. And I'm not sure how I could like fix that. I don't think I can. So the best thing I can do is just probably close one of these. And yeah, that's nice. I like that. Yeah. By the way, I made my own cursor. If you wondered where you can find such a cool cursor, you cannot. It's mine. I made it. And if you want to have access to it, tell me in the comment below. I'll consider it, and maybe I'll give away like my icon set for the cursor. Yeah, which is quite cool. Yeah, it's an SVG file, so it's infinite resolution. That's the end of the video. Bye bye.